This slideshow goes with lesson 5-4 and it focuses on your inequality symbols. All right, you should have a worksheet that you are going to fill out as we move through this video. So it appears that I have my slides in the wrong order. So I want you to go to the top right-hand corner. This symbol right here, this is a less than symbol. When you see that, something is going to be less than something else. But there are some other words that might go with less than. You might see the word fewer. If you see the word fewer, this is your symbol. If you see the word below, that is your symbol. If you see the word under, that is your symbol. Of course, there's going to be a lot more options, but let's start with this first list. Now, what you're going to see at the bottom of this box is a number line. Now, of course, you'd have numbers here. I generally just pick the target and I put that number in the middle, and then I do one less and one more. When you go to graph less than, you are going to circle your target number. You're going to think about that like a force field. It's not touching that number, but it's less than. So you're going to go from your force field and you're going to shade this direction to show everything less than, but not including your target number. All right, go ahead and pause me and catch up, and when you're ready, come back. All right, this is your top left box, and this symbol, this is greater than. Apparently, I'm going to write in highlighter. Let me change that over. All right, greater than. So when you see this symbol, something is greater than something else. But you might see some other words. You might see the word exceeds. If you see that word, greater than is your symbol. You might see the word above. If you see that word, this is your symbol. Or you might see the word over. Now, to graph a greater than inequality, of course you would have numbers down here. I usually put my target in the center, and then I have one less and one more. You're going to put a force field around your target number, and you're going to shade everything greater than. Now, when you're shading, I don't want you to be wimpy. I want it to be obvious which way you're shading. So I have everything greater than, but not including my target number. That's what the force field does. Go ahead and pause me if you need to catch up. Come back when you're ready. All right, this is your second box on the right-hand side. I'm sorry, I did these all backwards. All right, this symbol is less than. Whoops, let me change my color. This is less than. That's the top symbol, less than, or equal to. That's what this means right here. So this is the less than or equal to. But you might see some other words for this. You might see at most. That means you have less than or equal to as your symbol. You might see is no more than. That means less than or equal to is your symbol. You might see maximum. That means less than or equal to is your symbol. Now, of course, there might be other words as we go along, but we're going to start with this list. Now, to graph this, of course, I'd have numbers down here. I would have my target in the center, one less and one more. But this time, it could be less than, which is the shading business. This was the less than. Or it could be equal to, so no force field. Instead, you're like, yep, it can absolutely be that, and I'm going to color it in. So this is less than or equal to. Pause me to get caught up. All right, this is your second box down on the left. This symbol is greater than. So you'll notice this top part right here. This is greater than right here. Or equal to. That's the bottom part. So we have greater than or equal to. All right, there are some other words that might indicate this symbol. We could have is no less than. If you see the words is no less than, you are going to have a greater than or equal to symbol. You might see is at least. That means you're going to have a greater than or equal to symbol. Or you might see the word minimum. All right, if we graph this one, of course I'd have numbers down here with my target being in the center. Then I'd have one less and one more. We're going to have greater than, so that's the shading business. This is the greater than side. You're going to be pretty obvious with your shading. And equal to, so no force field. You're going to be like, yep, there's my dot. It could be this number or anything bigger than that. All right, pause me to catch up. All right, this is the third box down on the left. This, my friends, is a variable. Now, it does not have to be an X. It could be any letter I want. And if you have a different letter than I have, that's totally okay. But you might see the following phrases to indicate you have a variable. You might see the phrase a number. If you see the phrase a number, that means you have a variable. Or if you see the word unknown, that indicates you have a variable. All right, pause me to get caught up. All right, we are at the bottom of your sheet on the left-hand side. All right, it is time to graph. So, as I indicated earlier, I have a target number. It's right there. I'm going to put it in the middle. I'm going to put one less, and I'm going to put one more. So I've got my numbers. I want everything greater than my number. So X is greater than 4. So I'm going to shade this direction. This is my greater than direction. And I'm going to put a force field because it's not 4. It's everything bigger than 4. I'm going to give you a hint when you are graphing these. It is best to be in this order. A letter, like X, a symbol, like greater than, and then your number. That makes it a lot easier to graph. All right, this is your last box. It's on the bottom of the right-hand side. And I noticed right off the bat, I've got a typo. My underline went under the 12 instead of where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be right there. Okay. So as I indicated earlier, we are going to have a target number. So here's my target number in the center. One less, one more. This is going to tell me how to shade. I want everything less than, so less than is this way. Or equal to, so it could be 12, so there's my dot, or anything less than. The last thing I want to remind you is it is easiest to graph if you start with a letter, that is your variable. Then you have your symbol, in this case it was less than or equal to. Finally, having the number come last. That makes it a little easier for you to graph. All right, you are all done with this paper. Please do not lose it. Put it someplace safe.